wide rough dito sa side ng mga slot 18s natin dito, but all the way to slot 9, not letting those men all the way to slot 18 go that quick though up at the night. Ano ko naman play natin dito. All the way to slot 18. Opening ground is opening fire towards those men from slot 18. One player, last man standing that quick. They definitely knock those men. This is a side of slot 13 natin dito, maybe accidentally, pero Zaire all the way from slot 9, still damaged, almost got him shot in the process, taking those 3 men down one at a time. Dito sa side of slot 18 natin, see that? They definitely tailed those men dito sa side of slot 18 natin dito. They need to bail out until they're gonna be getting those snag on the bench moment that they get netted towards those men who definitely got eliminated because those men from slot 18s. CPTS, another one bites the dust dito sa side of play natin all the way from slot Primors versus our slot Egos. Weird opening fire wide right. See slot 11 exchange of casualties. It's knocked down, but they definitely begun. Pero Swagger, as you can see, he's not moving forward. They could not have to worry about someone playing that. Dito guy knocked down by him. He's gonna be eliminating his target right now. Another one bites the dust. It does aside na mga slot 14s natin dito. From the moment na po, di mo definitely strong vision dito sa side ng mga slot 11s natin. Nagkameron na operate yung mga play natin dito. Tingnan itong knockdown. What is needed dito sa side ng mga play natin dito slot 14s. Slot 11, nobody knows that the one player slot 14 will be recovered any moment. So that's why our man from our slot 11 is not gonna be letting that happen. They're gonna be moving forward even though one player from slot 11 will be knocked down into the second floor. Slot 14, another one bites the dust on his way, ending the one dito sa side ng mga slot 11 natin dito. Can't wait to take one dito sa side ng mga slot 11 natin down, eliminated by him. The moment na po, di mo definitely strong vision dito sa side ng mga slot 11 natin. Nagkameron na operate yung mga play natin dito. Tingnan itong knockdown. What is needed dito sa side ng mga play natin dito slot 14s. Slot 11, nobody knows that the one player slot 14 will be recovered any moment. So that's why our man from our slot 11 is not gonna be letting that happen. They're gonna be moving forward even though one player from slot 11 will be knocked out into the second floor. Slot 14, another one bites the dust on his way, ending one dito sa side ng mga slot 11 natin dito. Can't wait to take one dito sa side ng mga slot 11 natin down, eliminated by him. Pero I guess talaga naman what we can say, hold on. Ano nangyari dito sa akin? There you go. If only he waited towards that and chocolate me fight again, confusing moment occurring na rin dito sa side ng mga slot 4s natin dito. From the moment that he most definitely open fire, pull up kung nasa wayabas sila. Nagkamera na rin lito-lito moment yung mga slot 4 natin dito kung nasaan yung wayabas ng possible target nila sa mga slot 21 pa or sa mga slot 6s natin dito. Pero again, different squad, they know having their battle dito sa side ng mga slot 16. Capital still knocked down. There's no way. Only say one player slot 21, Chunky will be having his one player recovered out from this perimeter where those men from slot 4 most definitely got away. Kung nasa na rin yung way about na knockdown nila. 3-on-4 situation, 3-on-3 situation of the one player of slot 14. Or slot 4 has been knocked down, eliminated from the game by your story, although we've started in 1 earlier. Right now, slot 16 might have still that kill out from those hands ng mga slot 21 ones natin Kapitoy. And in a moment too soon, seconds, he will be eliminated. There you go. Last man from slot 21. It's not them. Deeper inside of the blue zone pa rin yung mga slot 6s natin dito. Maybe that one guy does know that for him. And I'll make sure that those men from the slot 16, even though that those slot 16 band will be waiting that 4-4 situation, 3-4 situation inside of the blue zone. He's gonna be making sure that the blue zone is gonna be taking those 2 men out on their way outside of the blues. Dito muna natin sa mga play natin all over slot 3s. 3 players versus slot 21. Last man opening fire route. Dito sa side ng mga play natin all over slot 3s. Smoke shot. Fire route. Prediction shot. Again, random opening fire. He's now doing this sa side ng mga static natin dito na wide open for possible rotation. This one guy is all the way from slot 21 any moment too soon. Smoke and popping dito sa side ng mga statics natin dito. Additional cover of course, HAVIVI slot 25. Chatting right now, fanning out to one another yung mga play natin dito to cover more spot. There you go, Shinak. That's elimination by the blue zone. Deeper inside of natin and all the way from slot 4. Maybe did not expect that the blue zone is going to be getting those players from slot bands dito. Pero he did definitely put up a fight versus those bands natin. On his way inside of the circle, one guy is all the way from slot 10. Dito muna natin sa mga play natin again from slot 10 versus slot 13s. Ayaw God yung mga player natin na ganda ng visual, ganda ng location. For them to be able to knock one, they decide them on slot 10 after one player slot 10. Already seeing this one guy all the way from slot 13 to be a possible target that they can knock down on kind of a tires uneven. So again, he's now receiving some hit, receiving some damage that are not totally knocked down. One play then from slot AL or slot team. And going for the ring around the roads if possible. Getting those back and corner ng mga opponents nila dito for them to be able to have the vulnerable view and decent knockdown. They're caving towards those opponents of theirs. Pero slot team made it outside of the blue zone. He got so run over by gun all the way from our slot team. And all the way from slot 4. Maybe did not expect that the blue zone is getting those players. And everyone is trying their best to dance towards the speed of those guns ng mga players natin dito. Not much of a good dancer. Everyone is still receiving a lot of damage out from those bullets. Some of players natin. Just fight again. Dito sa side ng mga KC natin. Dito sa stat 7. Sacrifice to raid. Stat 15. Opening fire up. Kung natin na yung kaya mas mga stats natin doing yung stat. Opening fire yung stat. Okay, again. For a quick night. That's now. It will be on point for this target for the back end corner. The being grabbed. Being posted by one of the players from slot 20s. Opening fire. Stat 7. Here we go. Wala na, enemy of my enemies, my friend. As you can see, guns are blazing up in here. Kung nasan tayo nag-expectate. Alright, stat 6, going for the smoke. So everyone's gonna be doing na rin kung nasa yung way. Basta one play natin dito because of the smoke pop that's gonna be doing. Pero stat 3s, man, they are now seeing a lot of movements going down dito sa side ng mga stat natin dito plus the smoke pop. Pero those men from stat 3 did not. And everyone is trying their best to dance towards the speed of those guns ng mga players natin dito. Not much of a good dancer. Everyone is from a slot 15's attention towards one of those smoke pop na ginawa nila dito so that they can have those rotation decent dito sa side naman ng mga slot 15's natin. Pero as you can see, slot 15 are still facing yung mga smoke pop. Pero still slot 10 are inside of the smokes. Other side of the smokes, no one is attempting to have those rotation because of the knockdown. Nakuha na one play natin all the way from slot 15. Cannot afford to have another knockdown. Though opening fire up na rin yung mga slot 10. The prediction shot is now doing behind of the boulder. But right now, from the open fire that he did, alam na rin ng mga slot 10s natin dito kung saan sila mag-i-aim. Sa side naman ng mga slot 15s natin. Maru waiting for another rotation that he can do dito sa side ng mga slot 15s natin. No one is grabbing the downhill here where they can have those perfect rotation dito sa side ng mga slot 15s natin. Pero those slot 10 are using those pick up for them to be able to catch up themselves all the way behind of those enemy left. Nasaan yung mga slot 15s natin. Last man, where this one plays natin reason away, he will be eliminated gaya nangyari ngayon. Pero we have Chohehe natin all the way from slot 473s to the live. One player has been disintegrated in the game by one of the players earlier who they definitely had in their battle with slot 17s. Opening fire drop na rin kung nasa rin yung way about sa mga play natin dito. Pero our player from slot 9, as you can see, different starting, they're maintaining their quietness. As you can see, whoever is going to be popping up this front side corner nila, those men will be turned down or will be knocked down. No, pero again, slot 17 working their way, keeping their mouth shut, keeping their guns shut as of now. Alright, on this way na rin yung mga play natin dito kung nasa yung mga slot 5 natin, which is yung mga slot 25 natin. Two of them, one play has been recovered. So right now, he's working and making his U-turn. Probably kung nasa yung mga slot 5 natin. Obviously, kasi yan kung nasa yung way about sa mga play natin all the way from slot 5. Because she knocked down elimination. 3 more to go for the whole squad wipe. Maybe his last 5 will be doing, pero one guy then Renz moving forward dito. Even though ganun ka ready, one play natin all the way starting in the 5, still they have one life to be recovered that dito sa mga one pick still can't survive the area with that 25 HAVIVI Gigas in the web. Waiting for the right time though. It's a mouse now 5 will be moving forward all at the same time. He will be confused and he will be surrounded by those men from Star 5. But right now, he's now I don't know, man. Maybe he's now planning them to bail out from the location where those men from Star 5 and the weapon. One play them Star 5 and now going for that rotation all the way behind of the enemy lens. Kung nasa si Gigas natin outside of the building. Of course, easily those other players of Star 5 can have the rotation all the way behind the web. Vulnerable. Maybe Star 5 and be able to get back on the side one player the whole time. All the way starting to find the Gigas starting down to one player in Star 5. Those definitely pushed in. He the devil guys 1v1 situations with this guy, but again, he got himself eliminated. Maybe his last 5 will be doing, pero one guy then Renz moving for them dito. Even though ganun ka ready, one play natin all the way starting in the 5, still they have one life to be recovered na rin dito sa map. One play, Broccoli, opening fire, rough, kunasa yung way about sa mga slot 9 natin dito. So as our slot 23 is having those men confused maybe, I don't know, maybe hard play of slot 17 now confused na rin kung nasa ngayon yung way about sa mga slot 23 natin. Even though alam na mga play natin kung nasa yung way about sa mga opponent nila inside of the small city or big city maybe, kung nasa yung way about sila dito, I'm gonna be able to have the 100% knockdown from those opponents of theirs kasi inside of one of these houses pa rin, and do not know pa rin kung nasa yung way exact perimeter of post-taking kung nasan sila. RG1 has been knocked down dito sa side ng mga stats natin yung higher count. Broccoli got off plan probably, pero one guy then all the way to 9 finding another way kung nasa na rin yung way about na napkin niya dito sa side ng mga stats. One player top of 3 last loading moment he is, but again he got himself knocked down before he did definitely refill his ammo from the gun. Zion on Broccoli opening fire rough kunasa yung way about from those opponents of theirs kasi inside of one of these houses pa rin, and do not know pa rin kung nasa yung way exact perimeter of post-taking kung nasan sila. RG1 has been knocked down dito sa side ng mga stats natin yung higher count. Broccoli got off plan probably, pero one guy then all the way to 9 finding another way kung nasa na rin yung way about na napkin niya dito sa side ng mga stats. One player top of 3 last loading moment he is, but again he got himself knocked down before he did definitely refill his ammo from the gun. Zion on hand getting those knocked down that he needed dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way started 3s one at a time. We have Ace and 𝐂𝐄𝐋 natin dito. 1 4 2 coming way up, damage one guy is all the way slot 9. Couldn't be able to see pa rin kung nasa yung way about sa mga play natin dito all the way slot 3. He did definitely surprise out one guy all the way slot 9, thinking that he can pull another one dito sa side ng mga those opponents of theirs kasi inside of one of these houses pa rin, and do not know pa rin kung nasa yung way exact perimeter of post-taking kung nasan sila. RG1 has been knocked down dito sa side ng mga stats natin yung higher count. Broccoli got off plan probably, pero one guy then all the way to 9 finding another way kung nasan na rin yung way about na napkin niya dito sa side ng mga knocked down no will. Is down 4. I don't know, man, maybe wrong rotations down 4 not doing. That is the stuff that's way about it. Not in the way out. Accidentally pulling over Kunasa here. The most stop for nothing. He's now being stuck. That's the far maybe that I know that's what is gonna be happening. What's on the camera now? Post-taking mga stop for nothing. Those men will be put to rest one by one. Dito sa slot 13 natin dito, pero one player and tagging na the prison na Kunasa way about to knocking again on the left side. Another spot inside of the blue zone, and the blue zone is gonna be taking him out any moment. You shooting some else that's gonna be flashing his out. No, the man from slot 4 is being eliminated from the game. So this one player then all the way by AK has been knocked down because of the blue zone itself. Pero he definitely put on the mga MS not one of the ban on his way, penetrating the security of those men all the way down to the dude. One of the knocked down Psycho is right now. So tagging the perimeter na Kunasa yung knocker niya dito sa side ng mga puli natin all the way down to the get some pushing. Even though that would cost their life dito, they're gonna be moving forward to that way about the target na dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way to top 22. And another one bites the dust by Samu all the way from slot 16. And there goes explosion, annihilation as well. Sa mga play natin all the way to top 9. And slot 22 natin dito. And those men from slot 22 and of the game, the old fight. Getting up from the game, what's this? It's popping out rough here in the small room. Where those slot 22s are least expecting one player will be moving forward, they will be popping out. Talaga naman every corner and every angle that is using for them to be able to have the surprise versus those opponents of theirs. Queen and Dinah, Rance, and also we have Cats. They already know na rin kung nasa way about the stat back natin, pero one player has been knocked out because of the play natin all the way to top 5 on their way, having the rotation, maybe evacuating the scene because of the blue zone move, pero those not best not either, preventing those men all the way to top 5 to evacuate that location where they're at. One player has been knocked down, pero no one is attempting to push in kung nasan yung mga top 5 natin. They're gonna be waiting for another knockdown probably in the mga bands natin dito sa side ng mga top 5 natin dito, where they definitely get the knockdown win sa mga top 5 natin dito. Maybe yung like naman mga snap 5 natin dito. Slot 16 maybe even. Pero one play na from Slot Wicked. Got the opportunity to put one down. Dito sa side naman ng mga play natin. Logo web Slot Casey. And the blue zone are getting those boys out from the game 1 by 1. So this one play in from Slot 17. The blue zone moving into those boys on the big play by Adonis all the way from Slot back. The kid throws the ginagawa ng mga play natin dito all the way from Slot 10. They are able to eliminate those target of them. Maybe trying, maybe they are trying to guess try ko na sa way sa mga play natin dito. So that's why those houses in those small rooms are not being made by them. Pero in a moment choosing again, our Slot 5 will be flushed out from those cover nila because of the blue zone move. Pero Samo can't wait any longer. It's gonna be having 1v3 situation versus our Slot 5s. Another one by Sedan to the side of our Slot 5 natin dito. They get your knockdown, Cavs. Gonna be able to get the replenish details in time for them to be able to have their 4-4 situation, 4-3 situation, maybe even last from his squad. Right now, trying to get those men help after being knocked down because of the top run. And also we have T-Heart, Kamatis, Chunky, Kibbs, and also we have Avery, shots fired. Another one all the way from Slot 4A, Slot 9 has been knocked down right there, and then alright, dito muna natin sa mga play natin again from Slot 18 with those other players. Slot 9, K.O.K has been well, definitely they're getting those knockdown dito sa side, maybe naman Slot alright, no knockdown dito sa side. Yung mga play natin dito are happening, pero I cannot seem to know kung nasaan yung mga play natin dito. But we have our Slot 16 knocking those men down. We are definitely too late, pero one play there from Slot 10 has been knocked down in the process, taking those men out one at a time. Taking over the land, our men is the 11th end of the map. WKC, V8 natin dito getting those snagged on the field lake kung nasa na rin yung way of blast. The most strategies natin. Alright, Slot 17, ano backing that Dormino about the mga Slot 7 natin. See that? E5, ano scanning the area, scanning the field kung nasaan yung knocker ni Ken earlier. But right now, he's now failing to tag the perimeter kung nasaan where exact those Slot 7s and a whack. 4-man squad earlier, John's bringing 3-man squad, another one bites the dito sa side ng mga CPTS natin. 2 more to go, E5, CUTIE, but then moving forward kung nasaan yung way boss yung Slot 7 natin dito. But again, nagkakamera pa rin ng magandang angle yung mga Slot 7 natin dito to put those men down dito sa side naman ng mga Slot 7 and Slot 14 natin na only going to the hand, being rushed, being cornered. Pero right now, that one guy all the way from Slot 14, calling, sort of help, crying out loud. Another one bites the dust. CUTIE most definitely respond, having the one player forward to the Slot 7. Most definitely already knew that someone and responding toward the nag that they definitely got dito sa side ng mga Slot 14s natin. Evaluation process, E5 so beginning to be up pa rin dito. Now, Slot 5, Slot 14, up 200 situation na pa to turn up, pero we also have our Slot 10 nandito na dito sa perimeter kung saan nagkakameron ng 200 situation yung mga Slot 7 natin dito as now. No one is backing down after that knockdown na nakuha ng mga Slot 14 natin. Natin dito, everyone is starting up na rin kung nasaan yung corner, kung nasaan yung location ng knocker ng camera nila. Until another one, but that's E5 sa side ng mga Slot 14s natin. CUTIE having some rejuvenation process again for the second time in a row. They get your nade dito the second floor, making sure that no one is alive, or making sure that they're gonna be having a 1v1 situation. Damage squad, or damage player, yes. Second floor, here we go. One guy, hiding behind him. Hiding behind him. Small room. Another one bites the dust into the side of my friend at the bottom. Slot 7 beginning process. Corner kung nasaan yung location ng knocker ng camera nila. Until another one bites the dust. E5 sa side ng mga Slot 40s natin. CUTIE having some rejuvenation process again for the second time in a row. They get your nade dito the second floor, making sure that no one is alive, or making sure that they're gonna be having a 1v1 situation. Damage squad, or damage player, yes. Second floor, here we go. One guy, hiding behind him. Hiding behind him. Small room. Another one bites the dust into the side of my friend at the bottom. Slot 7 beginning to be handled by those Slot 40s natin. CUTIE and E5 on the other hand had been CUTIE most definitely had been the decoy. had been debated. So whoever's gonna be eliminating CUTIE out from the game, E5 natin dito will be grabbing those behind of those enemy of theirs opponents, which is yung mga stat savage natin. They're definitely having the tunnel vision kung nasa si CUTIE natin early getting inside of small room. Now until E5 all the way stat 14, even though walang pa to have the one player probably being knocked out by them, they're gonna be eliminating those men who's gonna be helping their friend to be up and loaded again dito sa side ng mga stat natin. Everyone from stat 21 and turning up all at the same time kung nasaan yung corner, kung saan sila lang knockdown sa mga stat cases natin. Right now, stat cases, stat 3 is deciding to be left on the location. Los Leones to be exact, head of the map. We have our CPTs, Snap 14 down sa magiging last man standing again. Snap 15, Snap 14 most definitely won the 4-4 situation versus those last 7 down to the last man. Standing na lang yung C5 natin, pero right now, he's now being targeted for the second time by those other players from Slatian who had just arrived here in the spot, but he definitely won those 4-4 situation versus our last 7. And that most definitely might have heard a lot of engagement went down dito sa position na Puerto Paraíso. Kung nasaan yung knockdown from the open fight, he did definitely dodge the open fight. Ginawa yung one play natin dito all the way stop for earlier. Again, he got himself knocked down right can. And also we have Zay na lang. Dito yung gumagalaw. Ayos natin dito mo. Definitely tag the perimeter kung nasaan yung way above ang target niya. Previously, dito naman sa side yung mga stat. Nice natin. We have our stat 22s. Again, those gunshot sounds may have ring all the way to the spot naman ng mga stats dito natin from stat 22 and not deciding to ignore those gunshot sounds coming from those guys all the way to stat 4 and slot. Nice natin. Pero one player has been nagged on the process of pushing it into the stadium kung nasaan yung mga stat 4 natin. Izilos on the other hand will be saved probably by case natin dito, pero back end corner kung nasaan na rin yung way above sila dito. We have our stat 10 or stat 6 natin. Pero statics natin dito right now might be helping our slot 4 accidentally by eliminating our slot 9. The most was 1v3. He knocked down from the open fight. He did definitely dodge the open fight. Here we go. Let's go for the bird's eye view. He got himself caught by the one player of stat band natin dito. Ira most definitely waiting for those other players to have their rotation all the way to the perimeter dali dito. Kasi no way out there, and somehow they're gonna be taking the right side corner. They're gonna be taking the blue zone damage on their way, having a ring around the roses. That's why Iron natin dito was definitely got maybe way of thinking that one way out with one way rotation lang gagawin ng mga play natin dito. Last man all the way from last 6 oranges. He definitely knew na nagunas yung way about the one play natin all the way from that band. Pero right now, this one player from that band occupying the whole attention of oranges natin dito, leaving Ira really gumalaw behind the corners. But right now, it's not blue zone, and the blue zone getting one player all the way from that band on his way, saving his ass. One guy opening fire up part, bunbunan, they're gonna eliminate. Here we go. Tagging the perimeter na kung saan nagkakamera ng commotion yung mga stat 9, stat 12, and stat 8 natin. Everyone is turning up na kung nasa way above sa mga play natin sa matching, able to back one player all the way down the way above niya na play natin all the way. And those stat 9 are giving them stat 18 now fight. As you can see, last man standing, able to knock one again to the side of stat 8 is not either. Second to the lead is probably stat 8 to stat 18, and those other players about to have the battle with is our stat 12. There are those in nades, and most definitely are going throughout the roof to NASA and si right all the way to stat 9. Stat 22 natin dito couldn't be able to take your shot kung saan nagkakamera ng 1-on-3 and 2-on-3 situations ng mga stat 12. Waiting for a right time na rin yung mga play natin dito for him to be able to knock one again dito sa side ng mga stat 8 is natin, pero the team is holding that Uzi for mga play natin all the way. And those stat 9 are giving those stat 18 now fight. As you can see, last man standing, able to knock one again dito sa side ng mga stat 8 is not either. Second to the lead is probably stat 8 to stat 18, and those other players about to have the battle with is our stat 12. There are those in nades, and most definitely are going throughout the roof for NASA and si right all the way to stat 9. Stat 22 natin dito couldn't be able to take your shot kung saan nagkakamera ng 1-on-3 and 2-on-3 situations ng mga stat 12. Waiting for a right time na rin yung mga play natin dito for him to be able to knock one again dito sa side ng mga stat 8 is natin, pero the team is holding Black looking for a better knockdown as somehow is gonna be emptying that click pop from the opponents of this. Pero nga lang, the Nadro hindi ginawa na one play natin all the way with Danny Teen. Most definitely work his way. Kung nasa yung win play natin all the way with Danny Teen sa right natin. Two players gameplay handling. The side of most staff for natin. Meanwhile, Orange is all knocked down. Will be eradicated out from the game. They're gonna be avenging the one player who got terminated by those boys all the way to stop 4-on-3 situation right now. 2-on-2 situation. This one guy all the way from slot 6. Halima has been knocked down. We have Rex and also we have Pias. 4 opening fire up. Trying to get by those men from Snap 4s and away. Pero dito mo natin sa mga play natin again from Starter Scene by those men from Starter 3s are away. Last man. Let me natin gumagalaw. Waiting for those other players from Starter Scene. Most definitely working their way to them. Even though there is an ambush waiting for them, that is the ambush they're willing to take just to get those men eliminated from the game. Your target na dito, which is yung mga slot natin. Two of them has been knocked down. Gonna be able to take those two men along with him to the side of mga stat natin. G-Cash all the way stat 25. 4-man squad. Alright, here we go. He's now scanning the perimeter with those slot 19s and might be in. Pero without those men from slot 19 opening fire off kung nasa yung way ba sila. Sobrang coolest pa rin or unaware. Or let's just say make question mark para yung one play natin dito all the way start 25 kung nasaan yung possible na opponent nila dito sa side yung mga slot 19s natin. Pero that location has been scanned by him. No movement and no shots fired. Back creating the scene. Dito natin sa mga play natin all the way start 6 or mga ego natin. One player has been knocked down. Equal match and equal numbers. You can see because of the two matches. One and another. But one player of being lost this side of this building. One play natin all the way start 4. He got himself knocked down using the punk for a better knockdown quick. And we have our slot 13 on their way. This is the punk down kung nasan ngayon yung mga statistics natin. Right now, basically Starter Teen giving away their premise to their location kung nasan na rin yung way of bus na where they're gonna be pulling over next because of the engine ramp, engine sound from those vehicle of theirs that I don't know the mouse Starter Teen is gonna be taking. Will be taking those sounds and we'll be using those sounds for them to be able to pinpoint. Starter being open fire by Mitsu. Instead, he's the one who got knocked down from the open fire that ginawa niya. Two players gameplay from a Starter Teen most definitely popped up. Got confused where who's gonna be knocked down first into the side of Starter Teen. That's why he got himself knocked down first. But again, two-man squad all the way from Starter Teen has been knocked down by him all alone handled. Pero inside the smoke pocket, the wire my friend out to don't care, no bombing, no second floor now at the same time. You want not 22's not him. Quad the Trigon has been knocked down the process of maybe checking out those corners who nasaan might our player was slotting and overhead. But right now, one player has been knocked down. Trigon that is, that 22's and I'm getting the opportunity to have this squad wide at the same time. This is a side that must not not them. The already in the ring, we're not your way about some one player being caught but that not know where it's started to do. Gonna fail it. Round 4, ground 0. Kung nasa yung whereabouts. For the situation, towards the situation. Nangyari dito sa side mo. Top 22 is not them. Missing. We have Uchiha. Get another apprehensive one dose. Move one again to the side mo. Has been knocked down all the way from start 10. As you can see, those years kung nasa yung mga stats nada we only have our action now kung nasa sa kilamban natin don't be fighting he did. Every player was not for most never work their way that they're trying to have that one player assistant who that definitely received some open fire toward the one guy all the way to 19. Nasa kilamban natin most definitely in some 1v2 situation most definitely pops out left side and right side corner has been posted by those men all the way to star 4. No chance of knocking one. Dito sa side ng mga star 4 natin with that one player taking that right side corner where he's now at. Sobrang what we can say is a sobrang confusing moment para kay kalambat natin. looking at it as well. Wait, Dagan opening 5, but this is shot trying to get away the one player stop for the whack. Then again, he's the one who got figured out by those men from Stop 4 right there. Now 4. Kung nasa si Kalamban natin, open fighting, he did. Every player was not for most never work their way. That they're trying to have that one player assistant who the definitely receives some open fire towards the one guy all the way to 19. That's right now. After knowing that those men all the way to 19 and holding that 𝐂𝐿 shotgun, they don't have that hesitation to move forward. Get to the third floor, fourth floor, even kung nasa yung way about small start and it's not in one play then for 19 are taking the flame just to throw a nade dito sa floor kung nasa yung way about the mga play natin all the way from Static Kings. 122 natin dito. MS V8, he definitely has been recovered. 2-man squad natin din. Yung mga stat 80s natin dito. Trying to survive the area and trying. Yung mga stat 30s natin dito still. Trying to guess pa rin kung nasa way ba sa mga play natin dito. Maybe top floor, maybe just went down. And lumipat sila dito sa ibang building yung mga stat. Definitely sounds 4th floor kung nasa yung mga stat 80s natin. He got himself knocked down. 2nd floor, takes it. By surprise, pulling up another 𝐿𝐿 shotgun, battling those men all the way from Static team. Pero he's right now other side of the location. We have our Stop Force 4-man squad. No, Stop Force 2-man squad na lang yung mga play natin dito. And right now Stop 4 ano going for the compound after compound for some sort of team. Let's go. Crossroad on the way. Dito naman sa perimeter kung saan naka-slumber sa ngayon. Yung mga stats, 22 stats, and everyone is doing the prone gaming so that they can hide themselves throughout the area, throughout those maps or raiders sa mga player natin who's been here on the location where they now at. But as you can see, we have our stat 22. Now 4 being open fight at David at the way about mga stat 80 stats because of the open fight that they did. That 5 though, inside of one of his buildings, gonna be able to get their knocked down for the solid. Pero once we have Stop 5, that's yung perimeter kung nasa yung way pa na mga open play natin. Remember kayo nag-open fight yung mga stat 80 natin. Attention of Stop 5 and it's really turning on today dito sa side yung mga play natin. All the way from Stop 18 on their way. One player from Stop 4 has been gunned down by one of the player from Stop 5. Sobrang solid maybe yung prepare ng mga Stop 5 natin different some sort of ambush off from those other players gonna be turning up dito sa location nila. But we have a Static team. Can't wait because of the night na nakuha ng mga play natin dito. They already knew that they're gonna be having their chances that they can take those men down dito sa side ng mga Stop 5 natin. It's gonna be 2-on-2 situation without that one player being forward, which is the Queen Dana natin. Again, all the way behind the pending land, we have our Stop 4. I see him being open fight and another one fight for dust. That's the way about it. It's not them. Attention of Stop 5 and they're really turning on today dito sa side ng mga play natin. All the way from Static on their way. One player from Stop 4 has been gunned down by one of the players from Stop 5. Sobrang solid maybe yung prepare ng mga Stop 5 natin different some sort of ambush off from those other players gonna be turning up dito sa location nila. But we have a Static team. Can't wait because of the night na nakuha ng mga play natin dito. They already knew that they're gonna be having their chances that they can take those men down dito sa side ng mga Stop 5 natin. It's gonna be 2-on-2 situation without that one player being forward, which is the Queen Dana natin. Again, all the way behind the pending land, we have our Stop 4. I see him being open fight and another one fight for dust. Those men from Static team did not stand a chance versus those Stop 5. Quickly, those men has been eliminated out from the game. 1-on-3 situation. Right now, search and destroy Stop 5 and doing finding the other guy, the Undead.
Squatter House Gaming. Heto na sa laban, di ka uurungan ng mga malupit sa milay. Sumabay, sabay ka sabit at lahat magingay. Malabuhawi pag bumakbak, sa pandinig lahat isaksak. Pag di ka tumago ako'y asintado, ito'y aprobado, ika'y sagalpak. May lalim at lawak galawang mahusay. mahusay, may tutok lumapat, galawang matibay, lihiti munggang. Kami ang patunay, may tutok sa clash, kaya kung tumibay, sambala ka lang. Yan ang sigurado, galawan na smooth, medyo agresibo, maingat na kilos na parang plinano sa jump palaban. Yan ang Pilipino, solido bumanat, tapat ka sa sentro, sabay na sa game, basag ka sa flame. Kapag bumalasa, pasok to sa lasa, lihiti mong bara, wasak ka sa main.
Subukan mang umiwas ay di ka makakataka. Sigurado ko sa pulat, lahat ay malalakas at wala matitira kundi kami lang malakas. Huwag ka boy umasa na kami ay mapitas. Gamay ko na ito kaya malabo mga paa. Babatukan lang kita hanggang ikaw ay madapa. Dudurugin lang kita, sabay tipi sa muka. Ewan ko na lang kung tatalog sa tuwa. Asa ka sa tiyamba na kami inyo madali. Tirang talikuran na alis ito palagi. Ibahin mo kami pare pag kami ang umatake. Di basta-basta padali kaya huwag ka makapante. Baka di mo kilala isa ito sa malakas. Motivational speaker panapat ko sa alas. Kilalang taga-utas na mga nagmatigas. Walang kinakatakutan labanan hanggang wakas. Legit na veterano sa paggamit ng barel. Di nagbimintis, asintado kumitel. Kabilang to sa pinakamahusay na dapat mo igalang dahil di mo kalibel. Kung di ka kalibel, panoorin mo na lang. Mga shoutcaster, tanggapin mo na lamang. Mga sharpshooter, kami lang ang sakalam. Lagi last hater, kaya iyak talunan. Mga tira nyo kasi hindi inaasinta. Tapos yung isang kasama mo nag-aasim pa. Kaya payo ko sa'yo, sige mag-practice pa.